proceedings in the House of Representatives goes totally out of control, with blows flying everywhere for free. The results, an adjournment of plenary till July the 21st. Hello and welcome to Roadmap. I am Gimba Umar. So much division, so little cohesion. If you think that way about the recent development in Nigeria's National Assembly, then you're not wrong at all. This is what we know though. The mayhem started when some lawmakers protested the call by the Speaker for an executive session for the nomination of principal officers. Hell broke loose. After the dust raised in the House of Representatives settled, the apology came in. The House demanded the action of the lawmakers, saying that it was wrong for disrupting the proceedings and attempted to seize the maize. Well, the chairman of the House Ad Hoc Committee on Media, Sani Zoro, who spoke to journalists after the rowdy session, apologized to Nigerians.
The Speaker arriving for the day's plenary session. His first action was to call for a closed-door meeting. The call sparked off this reaction. To the amazement of all, some lawmakers attempted to seize the maize. This led to a struggle between the lawmakers and chamber attendants. The whole chamber then became rowdy.
Absolutely unnecessary. I think members are agitating that the normal thing should be done. The party has written a letter as to its leadership, and it's been with the Speaker for about 3-4 days, and he has refused to read the letter, which is against tradition. Nobody here came here as an independent candidate. I didn't come here as an independent candidate. Neither did the Speaker. So I think the right thing should be done. I'm not for this at all. But like I said, it's very unfortunate. But I'm sure it will be resolved.
It's very embarrassing, but we will resolve the issues. We have a very embarrassing situation from the reactions of members of the APC when the Speaker decided that we should go into executive session. But that is not the subject matter for now. My position as a principal officer, or rather as a leader in this House, is to make sure that we calm down nerves and be able to, disagree to agree.
Some of the lawmakers discussed in groups in an attempt to help resolve the crisis. Eventually, calm returned, with the Speaker describing what happened as unfortunate.
As to the issues that led to the chaos today, we will sit down as leaders across whatever divide we have to ensure that these matters are as quickly as possible resolved. And that is what we will do. By virtue of Order 10, Rule 10, and mutual consent, hereby adjourn this House to the 21st of July, 2015. The House stands adjourned.
As the lawmakers walk out of these chambers, Nigerians will be hoping that by the time they return in almost 1 month's time to resume legislative activities, they would have resolved some of the contentious issues that led to some of what we observed here. And hopefully by then, they will be ready to attend to the needs of Nigerians as the House of Representatives.
While this happened, the PDP blames President Muhammadu Buhari, saying that he is unable to control the party. Meanwhile, the president has his focus on revamping the economy. He says his plan is to recover stolen funds. President Muhammadu Buhari leans on firm assurances of cooperation he says he has received from the United States and other countries where funds stolen by officials may have been stashed. The British government is clearly in support of this and have suggested ways this can work. The British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Sir Andrew Pocock, spoke to us.
Part of the issue is to trace and return stolen monies. But that is only the tip of the iceberg. The real question is to break up the systems, routines, organizations, individuals that contribute to the leaching of Nigerian public money overseas. And even more important and difficult, I think, is to assault the mentality that regards public money as a free good and effectively drives large-scale corruption. Now, that is an immensely complex business. And I mean, I'm not here to give advice to the President of the Federation, but it just seems to us that to tackle grand corruption is a bit like, you know, launching a war on the Russian front, as it were. If you do it across the board, you're unlikely to succeed.
Well, we'll be watching how this unfolds in the coming 3 months, which the President Muhammadu Buhari says won't be easy, but says the funds stolen can be recovered, as he will ensure the countries that the monies are suspected to be stashed will get the information they need to help his cause. We're going to focus on that on Roadmap and what it means. Now, does it mean a probe of the past government at the state and federal level? My guest, an economist, Mr. Henry Boyo, and Oluwakemi Balogun, a senior advocate of Nigeria, in separate interviews, tells us this may just be the first step in the right direction the president will be taking in his administration. I want to thank you so much indeed, Mr. Henry Boyo, for coming on Roadmap. Let's begin with Mr. President's plan to revamp the economy. He says that one of the ways he's going to start is by recovering money stolen by previous governments. Do you think this is the right way to go on the short, medium, or long term in the pursuit to recover the economy?
It's never too early to try to retrieve the looted funds by past members of government in this country. I don't think it will be a totally consuming effort that would prevent him from doing anything else. But it certainly would send a very strong signal to those people who belong to the government establishment for making riches for yourself kind of people, would deter them from engaging in such malfeasance or such malpractices. But having said so, it is not the only thing that Buhari could do. I believe that other things can also be done simultaneously. The question, however, is how far back can he go?
Interesting views there, but that's not all. We will be back shortly with Mr. Henry Boyo and Oluwakemi Balogun, my guests, giving us their thoughts on what direction the president should face or what institutions he should be facing to get Nigeria on the path to greatness and speedy growth. Stay with us.